We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live, Boxing Ego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Wow. Ahead of his second biggest fight and first title defense, Rolando "Rolly" Romero and his coach, Bullet, have parted ways. They will no longer be working together. That's what I want to talk about right now in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I am back with some more boxing. Rolly Romero is no longer working with Bullet. The cat's out the bag. I've seen some interviews about this, and Bullet has done some interviews. I haven't really heard from Rolly and his side, but I'm just going to paraphrase in my video. So basically what Bullet was saying was that he's no longer training Rolly Romero, and there was a glitch in the matrix. He said that there was a series of events that took place basically in the off season before the Pitbull Cruz fight even came into fruition, and he decided that he no longer wanted to be a part of the equation if those certain terms remained or if the conditions stayed the same. He also said that he had a powwow and, you know, a sit down with Rolly's father, who used to box as well. And he told him, if I walk away and if I leave, then I'm not coming back. You know, I'm not running in and out, so to speak. So if this don't work, then it's just not going to work and we'll go our separate ways. Wow. Now, one of the things that Bullet said that was very interesting is he said he was the one that parted ways with Rolly. And to me, that was news, because I had heard the rumblings that Rolly and Bullet weren't working together, but we really haven't heard from Rolly. The only thing he's been talking about is, you know, clowning Ryan Garcia, negotiations with Ryan Garcia, and that they fell apart. And then he says, I'm fighting Pitbull Cruz, catch me on this card. And, you know, it's going to be a showstopper as the co-main event. But he hasn't really, to my knowledge, as of me recording this video, Rolly hasn't declared his new trainer. So that's a big mystery, which I'll get back to in this video, at the end of the video. But besides who his next trainer is going to be, I haven't really heard Rolly himself go and break down his perspective. So the only side that we're really hearing so far is Bullet, who's done a couple of interviews. Another thing that was interesting is Bullet stated that he was the one that broke it off, and he was the one that terminated this arrangement as fighter trainer. And he said, whether it's boxing, if you're in the streets, if it's with my family, he said he doesn't deal with disrespect, and he's not going to tolerate that from anybody under any circumstance. So as a result, he said he was good. So I didn't know that. You know, I heard like I said, I heard rumblings. I heard rumblings like an empty stomach, but I didn't know any of the details. And I can't think of the last time where I've heard a situation where it was the actual trainer that broke it off with the fighter. Usually it's the opposite. Like, I've seen so many examples of a fighter and trainer and it's working, like Amir Khan and Freddie Roach. They were working together, and then Amir Khan gets knocked out by Danny Garcia. He leaves Freddie Roach and starts working with Virgil Hunter after that to work on, you know, to learn some other things without Freddie Roach. So I've seen that. Or Anthony Joshua loses to Usyk. You know, he had Robert Garcia, then he changed trainers to Derek James, and now he's working with Ben Davison, I believe. So at the end of the day, I've seen usually the fighter is the one that instigates or decides it's my career, I need to change. It's very rare. And maybe you guys in the comment section can give me an example, but I can't really think of offhand. And I know a lot of boxing. I've been covering this sport for a long time, but I can't really think of many scenarios where it was the trainer who initiated the the departure, you know? So something really crazy must be going on, you know? But Bullet, the way he explains it is he said that Rolly had too many different people in his ear. And he says when you have that many people in your ear and people are telling you different things and trying to change your style and make you fight like a certain way, then he said he's not going for that. He's like, I'm the trainer. You got to listen to me. And if you're not willing to listen to me, then you could do your own thing. And that's what it sounds like it got to. He says that Rolly had too many people in his ear. And as a result of that, he said that it just wasn't going to work. It was bound not to work because Rolly started being like insubordinate, if you will, regarding his training and his tutelage. And he said he's just not up for that. He's not going to have that on his watch where he doesn't have control over the fighter. And if that is the case, again, I haven't heard from Rolly, but if that is the case, I understand that because I've worked different positions. Like when I direct a video, I have to have like the full reins on what's going on. I'm not the talent. If you hire me to be the director and direct and edit your video, then you got to let me rock and let me do my thing. And I don't want to be micromanaged. I'm not saying that you can't contribute in any way and like add an idea or two, but I have to like, if you want me a part of your project, it has to go a certain type of way. Everybody got to be professional, you know, things like that. So I can understand Bullet if what he's saying is true, where he felt that he had lost touch with the fighter and the fighter wasn't listening and stuff like that. That's all problematic because, I mean, who wants to be in this situation? I said earlier in this video, I couldn't think of a trainer that really left. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's possible that Chavez Jr., because he lacked discipline, he had some trainers. I don't know if they actually left him, but I know some of the trainers they had to put their foot down and let Chavez Jr. know, if you do this ever again, or if you're undisciplined, or if you don't listen to me, I'm out of here. But I don't know that they actually just left. The people I'm talking about, Nacho Beristain and also Freddie Roach. I remember on the All Access or the 24/7, it was the docu-series ahead of the Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. versus Sergio Martinez fight. Chavez Jr. was waking up in his drawers and he was like eating cereal and jumping in the pool. And his dad was trying to give him game on how to beat Sergio Martinez. And it didn't even look like Chavez Jr. was even focused on the fight. Like, it didn't even look like he was paying attention. And they also showed on that 24/7 episode, Chavez Jr. stood up Freddie Roach, and Freddie Roach was just sitting at the gym waiting for him, and he never showed up. So again, I don't know what went on. I haven't talked to Rolly. I haven't talked to Bullet. I'm just going off of the outside looking in. Don't know what was happening in their particular situation, but for the trainer to want to leave the situation, if that's even true, you know, and I'm not calling Bullet a liar, but at the end of the day, it's only one side of the story. And since I'm not a part of the equation, if you will, I don't know if everything he's saying is valid, or if Rolly starts talking about it, if he'll say the same things. So you never know, especially for information that you're not privy to or situations you weren't there for. So I don't know what's going on. What I do know is this is the second biggest fight of Rolly's career. And I only say second to Gervonta Davis because, of course, that's the biggest fight. There's no way the Pitbull Cruz fight will surpass that, especially since Gervonta Davis fight was a main event and this is a co-main event. But I would say this is the second biggest fight because, yeah, Ismael Barroso, he's a great fighter. He has power. He gave Rolly a run for his money, but he wasn't like a big name. Pitbull, people know his name and it's on a big card. So yeah, this is definitely the second biggest fight that Rolly's had. So first title defense, second biggest fight, and he's entering it in with some new trainer. And again, as of me recording this video, Rolly hasn't announced who he's even going to be working with, which I'm very curious about because Rolly has a very unique style Some people would say is crude. It's like brute force. He's real rugged. And, you know, some people even say dirty boxing, things like that. So having a dangerous guy like Pitbull Cruz, I get it. He's moving up, but he's aggressive, throws a lot of punches. I'm very curious to see where Rolly goes and like what trainer he's going to work with and what it will do for his style. Because Bullet, he did say, I picked up Rolly when he was 0-0, you know, before he was even a pro, and I took him under my wing and I got him to a world title, you know, and this is happening right before, like, basically he just became a champion. It's really crazy if you think about it. As I'm saying it, I just thought about it. It's really crazy how these circumstances happen where Rolly just became a champion and you've been working with the same trainer and whatever for so long, and then now you don't. So I don't know. I know Rolly says he beat Barroso and there's controversy with the Tony Weeks, but maybe they felt that they overstayed their welcome and they learned everything they could from Bullet. So maybe that's why there was some resistance to Rolly listening, you know. But again, this is just one side of the story. Let me know what you guys think. Rolly, who should he train with? Will it be enough to beat and defeat Pitbull Cruz? For more boxing, subscribe to the channel. Best in the business, and it's not even close. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation.